Hi guys, so today we're going to play the Testament of Sherlock Holmes.
Hi.
Say hello.
Hello. Bye, see you.
Okay, so there's a little introduction video.
Yeehaw.
Oh, look at the horse. Did you see the horse? Okay, there's two guys in the attic. Okay, that's awkward. Look, carrots.
La la la. Ow. Ah. What's this?
I love Sherlock Holmes
Meow.
so much, and I've seen the movies, and I just love him.
La la la.
I don't know how I'm going to play with my daughter on me, but I'll try.
Ah. Ooh. Oh, look! It's a book! Maybe it's a book about pirates with a treasure map. No, I don't think so. I wish that I had seen through all your lies. Oh, start from the beginning, not the middle. And so I decided to pick up my pen to relate the most disturbing episode of my life thus far.
It all began early one morning in
Okay, so
1898
they were
when Sherlock Holmes invited me to accompany him on a visit
reading
to the
his
Marquis of Conyngham.
book. I don't know.
Watson, my dear fellow, we can now go and inform the Marquis that we have found the Samoan necklace, and very much faster than Inspector Baines, too, which pleases me.
Have you really solved the theft, Holmes? And so quickly?
I have indeed, Watson, and believe me, it was completely unnecessary to spread out all over London, as our friend Baines thought was best. He likes to boast that his methods are equal to mine, but once again the outcome has contradicted him.
After all these years of accompanying you upon your investigations, I thought that by now I should be reasonably capable of following your train of thought. But in this particular case, I must admit that I don't understand anything at all.
Ah, you see, but you do not observe, Watson. There lies the difference. It is a matter of course.
A matter of course, in the middle of the night, when everyone is fast asleep, the service bell within that room rings out and alerts the servants. They dress quickly and come running, but the door is locked and there is a strong smell of burning from within. A few seconds later, the master of the house himself, the robbed Marchioness's husband, the Marquis of Conyngham, arrives and unlocks the door using the sole key. A fire has started inside the room, but they have managed to arrive in time to put it out. It is at that moment that the Marquis realizes that the famous Samoan necklace, which had been safe within its glass cabinet only a few hours earlier, has now disappeared.
In order to explain, let us confirm my theory before the arrival of Inspector
This room
Baines.
is gorgeous. Look. Okay. Okay, so looking for clues. Thank you.
This window was cut with a diamond. A clean, discreet piece of work. This is where the necklace was.
See how tiny the hole is, and not one fingerprint upon the window.
This window.
See how...
Okay, so we're looking for more clues.
A mark undoubtedly made by a diamond. Someone tried to cut the glass, but he was interrupted.
Therefore, the thief tried to escape through the window, but he was interrupted.
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
It's a little tutorial to
I need
tell you
something.
how it works.
Let us examine the crumpled score.
I think we'll unlock
These sooty
more,
prints were left by a tiny hand.
clues.
I don't understand why these music scores are covered with soot.
Okay, I don't need these.
When the servants arrived at the door, having been alerted by the bell, they saw evidence of the theft and the fire, but they
Just,
didn't see the thief.
This door is very
what
hard
he's
to
doing
force. The
so-
Marquis is the only person to have the key. The thief could not get out through here until eventually, when the door was opened by the servants.
Okay, think I saw something here. Yeah.
These documents are not very interesting, even though they're addressed to the Minister of Maritime Affairs.
The Marquis himself.
A candle. It must have fallen from the chandelier. Not very well kept, this aquarium. I can see a dead fish floating on the surface.
Footprints. You are not going to get on your knees to examine them.
There is no need. It is soot. The servants must have trodden in it while they were putting out the fire. Heading towards his chosen escape route, probably the window, the thief knocked over the stool, which then caught fire.
But why didn't he try to put the fire out at once?
Strange. There are some objects here that have been knocked over. The chest wasn't opened. The necklace wasn't in it.
The fire started here, just beneath the bell pull.
Whoever pulled the cord would have had his feet in the fire, unless it was pulled before the fire started.
This is interesting. Yeah, because if you're in fire, you should try to
This draft screen makes an ideal hiding place.
As the theft was committed at night, I conclude that the thief hid
You try
himself
to,
behind the draft screen and waited until he was alone
extinguish
in
the
the room.
fire first.
Strange. There aren't any prints. Yet I'm sure that the thief hid here.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. You're already here.
Good morning, Inspector. You've arrived just in time.
Scotland Yard arrives like the cavalry.
I
Always in the nick of
think
time. Ah, but I know that satisfied expression, Mr.
I
Holmes.
think it's an
Have you
animal
already
or
solved the
something.
case?
Because there's
It's
stuff
possible.
on the
We have retraced the thief's
fireplace
rather unusual footsteps. He is a
knocked
true
over
acrobat.
and
But what I cannot
I don't
understand
know.
is that when the
We'll
servants
see.
entered the room, there was no one to be seen. An
And
acrobat,
there's
perhaps,
candle
but an invisible one? I do not
falling
think
from
so.
the chandelier.
The only
so
explanation is that the thief
how could that
escaped before
happen?
the servants arrived. I don't know
It's a
how, but
monkey
there
or
is no other
something.
way.
Half a point for the doctor, nil for the inspector.
I am pleased to see that you find the situation amusing, Mr. Holmes. Very well then, explain.
Dr. Watson was correct when he mentioned acrobatics, but he is mistaken about the nature of the acrobat. As for you, Baines, you're quite incorrect, as the thief was in the room when the servants entered.
Explain, for heaven's sake, Mr. Holmes.
Watson, how could a thief be missed in the middle of 8 men?
I don't know. Because he is very small? Stop teasing us, Holmes.
Exactly, because he is small and remarkably agile.
You're thinking of a monkey?
See?
And a trained
I was
monkey at that,
right.
without a doubt, a Leontopithecus rosalia from Central America.
It's a cute
The
little
animal
monkey.
had been hidden inside the room for several hours, calmly awaiting the signal from his master. Once night had fallen and the room was empty, a high-frequency whistle alerted the monkey that it was time to begin the procedure for which he had been trained. The monkey emerged from his hiding place and used the point of a diamond to open the glass cabinet and steal the necklace. He headed across to the window by the chimney, but knocked over the stool, which in turn knocked aside the fire guard and started the fire. The frightened monkey jumped from the chimney by swinging from the bell pull, thus alerting the house servants. He then went to the window and began to use his diamond to cut a hole, but was interrupted by the staff trying to gain entry via the door, and he panicked again. He ran across the piano, scattering the music scores onto the floor, before hiding inside the chandelier, knocking over a candle. Finally, the servants and the Marquis entered the room, leaving the door open while they put out the fire. It was during the confusion that our agile little thief
He's a
made his
clever
escape through
monkey.
the doorway. As simple as that.
A brilliant explanation. Bravo, Holmes.
And the necklace?
I can see it from here, my friends. It's right in front of us.
We have searched the room from top to bottom, Holmes. How were we unable to find it?
Because we paid insufficient attention to the only victim of this affair.
What victim? No one is dead?
Yes, Watson, a poor goldfish whose destiny was to die, crushed by one of the most precious necklaces in England.
The aquarium is just beneath the chandelier. I understand.
The little monkey had likely hung the necklace around its neck and lost it when he leapt from the chandelier. The jewels fell into the aquarium, where they remain now. Marquis, here is your necklace, intact, just a little wet.
Mr. Holmes, this brilliant demonstration does credit to your reputation.
Thank you so much, Marquis. Do you wish to verify the authenticity of your jewel?
No, I recognize it. I have spent many hours admiring it, you know.
Good. I will return it to its box and...
Inspector, a bank has just been held up. You must follow me at once. Orders of Scotland Yard.
What times?
Sirs, duty calls. My regards, Marquis. And well done again, Mr. Holmes.
There, the necklace is in its box. We've lost enough time here. Let's go home, Watson.
Ah, very well, as you wish. A good day to you, Marquis.
With pleasure, gentlemen. And once again, thank you.
Okay, so that was a little tutorial and case. My first case, I think. So, I don't know. I think it has a lot of videos in the game. I hope it's not like this.
This morning's newspaper. Holmes, have you read this article about you?
No, Watson, not yet, and I won't have time to.
Read it before you leave. It's outrageous.
If you insist.
Okay, so I'm going to end this episode here. So far, there were a lot of videos and not much play. I wasn't playing too much, so that's boring. But I hope this will change. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I see you next time.